Hey there everyone, just gonna do a little tackle video here just to show you guys what I got in my bag. Right here I do have some jerk baits. Majority of these are Storm Twitch sticks. Have some in the bluegill color as well as the pumpkin seed there. A little bit of tanglage. As expected, I guess. And here's like an orange black chrome. As well as, I believe this is the Helsinki shad color. And then this is just a more natural looking bait here. It's clear with a little bit of green on top. And then the clown color, and then white. And then here's some more shadow wraps that I just recently picked up in the bone color, and then also I can't even remember the name of this color, but that looks like that it should catch some good fish up here in Wisconsin. Kind of, oh, it's the blueback herring color. I'm sorry about that. Even though we don't have any of those in Wisconsin, I believe that should put some fish in the boat this year. Here's some more crankbaits, a little bit of square bills. So I do have some random baits in here. I'm not sure quite what brand this is. I don't even believe I've ever used this bait before. This is a Rapala DT Thug. Here's some more Rapala square bills. Strike King bluegill pattern. Strike King chrome sexy shad. Some bandit crankbaits here. And then what else is in here? I believe this is a bomber in a baby bass color. Here's a scatter wrap. Here's some more Rapalas. Here's another Rapala. And there's another bomber. And here's my deep diving crankbaits, and then some lipless crankbaits. These are all Strike King deep diving crankbaits. These are all fairly large, the size of my hand or more almost. And there's some clacking wraps and some ripping wraps from Rapala in there as well. And also a rattle trap that I randomly found when I was bank fishing, stuck on a rock, so I scored that. Here's some more miscellaneous crankbaits. These are more of crayfish patterns, I suppose. There's some more bandits in here and some Strike Kings and some Rapalas here. There's a deep diver and also a shad wrap right there. But yeah, these are majority. These are just in crankbait or in crayfish patterns. And then here is my jig trailers. These are Pit Boss chunks. I believe this is in vampire orange, or the California color. Then also green pumpkin, which is my favorite color to use, which it's a lot of favorite people's color to use as well. And then some pack of chunks in green pumpkin, and then also in crayfish color. And then some KVD perfect plastic junior chunks in here. We have some blue and black, some watermelon red flake, some Bama Craw color, and then also in black with red flake in there as well. Okay, and then next, it looks like it's the jigs. Okay, and then in here, the majority of these are War Eagle jigs. I've come to find that they suit my needs the best, and I find them to have a pretty good price point for the quality, which is pretty darn good. But this here is a Booyah swimming jig in a brown color. With one of those KVD perfect soft plastic trunks on there. This is a football jig, purple and brown color with a Pit Boss chunk on there. And then there is also another football jig on here, which is in like a crawfish color, a little bit of red, a little bit of slight orange tint, like a little bit of like a murky dirt color. That's what I guess I would compare that with. Here's some swim jigs. I believe when I purchased these a few years ago that these were made by War Eagle, and they don't make them anymore, but I believe that's what they were when I purchased them. And they are pretty nice swim jigs. And they have a little bit of that tinsel in there as well. And then this has a KVD perfect plastic Bama Craw on there. And here's another one in a little bit darker brown color with some green tinsel in there with another KVD perfect plastic on there, Bama Craw color. Then here is a Booyah Bitsy jig in pumpkin. And then this is a Chompers, I don't remember, it's a finesse jig, that's all I know. Caught a few fish on these before. I don't use these a whole lot, but they have caught some fish. And then some blue and black here. This is a Chompers blue and black jig. This is a War Eagle 3/8 ounce blue and black. And then this is a swim jig with some blue tinsel in there, and that has a blue and black trailer on there as well. Okay, now we'll go to my more usable colors that I use the majority of the time, which are the browns. This is a War Eagle, and I wish I could remember the name of this color, but I use this all the time, and I catch the majority of my bass on this color right here. It's another War Eagle with some green pumpkin candy color, I believe, with a little bit of purple in there. And all of these jigs come hand tied, and then they have rattles as well, so that's why I really like them. And here's another football jig with some green pumpkin and then some pumpkin colors and then some orange in there. Then here's another swim jig. Brown with a little bit of red tinsel in there. Again with a KVD junior chunk on there. Here's another War Eagle. I believe this is the Ozark color. I'll admit I bought this and I don't even believe I threw it yet in the water. I just haven't really had that good of water conditions or color to want to throw this color yet. And then here's another War Eagle, a smaller one. I believe this is a 1/4 ounce, but it's in the Pond Scum Perch color. And this also has a Pit Boss chunk on there in green pumpkin. Interesting color. It's got like blue, brown, green pumpkin, and then like a slight peach color or a faded light pink. I have yet to catch a fish on this as well, but I've thrown it multiple times. And here's just another standard Chompers green pumpkin jig. And here's another War Eagle jig in pumpkin chartreuse. You can kind of see the chartreuse in there, but it's kind of hard. And that has a soft plastic junior chunk with the watermelon red flake in there. And then here's another Chompers jig, black and red. Have yet to catch anything on this yet, but it'll happen someday. Then finally here is a Booyah swimming jig in the white color, and then I also put some red in here. Still, I haven't yet to catch a fish on this, but that looks too good to pass up. Okay, let's see what else we got in here. And then this is my stink bait box, at least that's what I like to call it. And this has all Lake Fork lures in here, soft plastics. These are Lake Fork craw tubes in the green pumpkin color up top here, and then Lake Fork in the crawfish color here. And then there is some watermelon red flake in here as well. And then some blue and black. And then June bug. And then here's some salamanders that they have. And I think these are called space monkeys, if I am remembering that correctly. And then the ring fry. It is almost impossible to try and figure out where you can find these baits because they're sold out everywhere. But my local fleet farm here used to carry them, and every time they would, I would go and buy all of them. But they don't carry those anymore, so that's kind of disappointing since you can't even find them online anymore. And they're always sold out on their own website. Then here's just some terminal tackle, some weights, bobbers, hooks, nothing really too impressive here. Some few topwater frogs, nothing really to brag about at home either. And then some more miscellaneous stuff like some spoons, a topwater bait, chatterbait, some spinner baits in here as well. I believe this still has some soft plastics in it from last time I went fishing last year. Yeah, there's quite a few in here. When I go bank fishing. These are some seismic shads that I put on the back of the chatterbait. Haven't had a whole lot of success with chatterbaits yet, but everyone, you know, dies by them, and every video I've seen on YouTube people are using chatterbaits. This is